psychology is a field of psychology that studies the relationship between individuals and their communities. It focuses and addresses social issues at the group level to prevent them from becoming individuals concerned, emphasizing on social justice, empowerment, and systematic solutions to problems like poverty, discrimination, and mental health. It involves the active collaboration of community members to bring about lasting change in their communities, power structures, and their environment.
A group of people who share common interests, values, location, goals, and characteristics, who interact with one another, often providing mutual support, identity, and sense of belonging. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and behavior. It examines how individuals react, how we learn, how we perceive, and also our mental processes, how we feel, our emotion and motivation, and generally how we interact with our environment.
Psychology emerged in the mid-20th century as a response to the limitation of traditional clinical psychology and a growing awareness that individual problems also have social, cultural, economic, and community level causes. Simosarsi is considered the father of community psychology. The reason is because he advocated for the development of psychology, which focused on contextual factors, the impact on human behavior, prevention of pathology, rather than treatment. The Sunspot Conference, which took place in Sunspot, Massachusetts, in the year 1965, is regarded as the birthplace of community psychology. Psychologists met together to discuss how to solve the rising mental health needs of communities. They realized that social problems like racism, unemployment, and even bad social conditions affect mental health.
Have you ever wondered when community psychology came about in Nigeria? Well, unlike in the Sunspot Conference, when community psychology came about in 1955 here in Nigeria, community psychology came before the pre-colonial system in early independence, 1960 to 1980, in University of Ibadan, early 1960, then University of Nigeria, which is University of Nsukka, later 1960, and University of Ibadan in the mid-1960s. There are some scholars who brought about community psychology in Nigeria, which is Professor Peter A. Eribo and Professor Yinka Olafin. Those scholars brought about community psychology in Nigeria. And there are some major setbacks we have in community psychology in Nigeria, which is low shortage of professional staff. We find low shortage of professional staff in fasting and low public awareness.
Empowerment and capacity building. It empowers individuals to influence their own life. It improves social bonds. It stops problems like homelessness, addiction, other mental illnesses.
Number one has its limited funding and resources. One of the biggest setbacks is inadequate funding. Community psychology projects often rely on government agencies, non-governmental organizations, and funding is usually inconsistent. This limits to long-term community program, research and evaluation, training of community psychology without sufficient funds. Two, we have the limited training and academic services. In many regions, community psychology are not well represented.